สวัสดีครับผมแอนดรูว์บิกส์และนี่คือรายการทั้งไทย There are a host of ways you can say eat in Thai, and so there should be. Eating is central to everything in Thailand, and we've got the best food in the world right here. There are two words you're going to hear often for eat, and they are gin and tan. Gin is, how do I say it, a little street, sometimes sounds a little common, but it's used extensively. It's not impolite. There are other words in Thai for eat that are way more impolite, but between friends or the noodle vendor, it's fine. The other word is this one, tan, a short form of the extremely formal rapratan. Tan is more polite than gin, and you'll hear Thais using it in many different situations to make them sound a little less common. When Thais greet you, they will often say this.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ทานข้าวหรือยัง
This question, tan khao rư yang, means have you eaten? Tan is eat, khao is rice or the more encompassing food, and the rư yang at the end means or not. Repeat after me, tan khao rư yang. One more time, tan khao rư yang. Have you eaten? If you're a little more street, like me, then you can use the more common gin. Gin khao rư yang.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
กินข้าวหรือยัง
Same sentence, only we substitute gin for tan. Gin khao rư yang. The meaning's the same but a little less formal. Have you eaten? Gin khao rư yang. So, how do you answer? First of all, this is a greeting in Thai. They don't really want to provide you with any food, nor do they really want to know the details of what you've eaten. Instead, just answer that you have or haven't eaten. Like this.
ทานข้าวหรือยัง
ยังครับ
That's all. Just repeat the last word you just heard in the sentence. The word yang means still or not yet. Thus, if you haven't eaten, then simply answer yang. If you're a guy, say yang krap. If you're a girl, yang ka. Tan khao rư yang? Yang. But it's far, far better to simply say, I've eaten already. Like this.
ทานข้าวหรือยังครับ
ทานแล้ว
Have you eaten? Yes, I've eaten already. Tan lao. As you know, tan means to eat, and lao is a word that turns what you say into past tense. Thus, tan lao means I've eaten already. I ate. It's the same with gin. If you've eaten already, say gin lao.
กินข้าวหรือยังคะ
กินแล้วครับ
Too much talk about food. Getting hungry, or as we say in Thai, หิวแล้ว This is the way we write the sound of in Thai, as in the sound of the English words dum, strum, cum. Thais often write it as am in English, but don't pronounce it as am. It's You'll notice that it's written in a similar way to the sound that we learnt last time, except there's a small circle over the preceding consonant. This sound of cannot be the first thing written in a word. A consonant must always go before it. Let's add to the consonants we've learned already. Remember go gai. Here it is. Now let's put it together with Go gum. The same way we would pronounce chewing gum, gum. And what does gum mean? This, a fist. Next word, it starts with kaw. Kaw is the consonant sounding like a K or K, and it rises when you say it. Remember, Thai is a tonal language. You always pronounce this letter as if it's rising, kaw. So now, let's put kaw together with Kham. This word means funny or amusing, kham. How important are those dreaded tones in Thai? Well, look at the next example. Here's kaw kwai again, another K sound, but it doesn't rise, kaw. Add it to and you get kham. This word means word. That's right, kham means word, kham means amusing. Now do you see why the tones are important? Say them after me, concentrating on the tone. Kham, kham. One more time, kham, kham. There's a grid for you to practice on my website, andrewbiggs.com. Keep practicing. Next time, I've got a brand new consonant for you. Try to ignore the English on this sign and see if you can guess the meaning of the Thai. Oh, all right, that's impossible. Let's start again. Here's an exit sign in Thai. In English, we use just 4 letters to spell this word. In Thai, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters, but it's not that difficult to read. At least we don't have any squiggles above and below the letters. Tang is the Thai word for way. You may remember it from this sign we looked at already, Hai Tang, which means give way. Tang can be a walkway, a street, an aisle, a path. I like to think of it as the way, ignoring any religious connotations, of course. The first 3 letters in the exit sign spell out Tang. To, a, ngo, Tang, the way. And what way might that be? Well, the way out, of course. And what is out in Thai? Auk. One more time. Auk. It means out. O-ang, gok gai. Auk. In fact, if you look closely, you'll see the letter gok gai at the very end. One of the letters we've learned already in Tongue Tied, episode 1. In summary, tang auk in Thai means the way out, exit. Let's say it together. Tang auk. One more time. Tang auk. Now you know. If you're in an emergency situation where it's necessary to read the Thai and you're looking for the way out, just go with the pick of the guy running out the door. It might save you some precious time. It's time to finish with a truly classic Thai country music song by one of Thailand's most beloved country singers. Pumpong Duang Chan was Thailand's Tammy Wynette or Dolly Parton, an impoverished country girl who hit the big time, then tragically died before her time. She had a slew of hits, including this one called Som Tam. In this song, she explains the way to make som tam, starting with chopping up the papaya and adding the lemon, dried shrimp, long beans, tomatoes and peanuts. Pay close attention to those lyrics. They were written by Her Royal Highness Princess Siranthorn. Great song! I'm Andrew Biggs. All the information in this episode can be found on my website at andrewbiggs.com. See you next time on Tongue Tied. And don't forget, 65 million Thais can speak Thai. So can you. พบกันคราวหน้านะครับ อย่าลืมว่าภาษาไทยง่ายนิดเดียวครับ สวัสดีครับ